I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in this one. We're trying to maximize the velocity. Okay, so if we want to maximize the velocity, then we have to find the velocity first. The velocity is the derivative of the position function. And the derivative of the position function, we differentiate each term. The derivative of t cubed is 3t squared. The derivative of negative 6t squared is negative 12t. And then we have plus 9. And the derivative of negative 1 is 0. So that's the velocity function, but if we want to maximize the velocity on the interval from 0 to 3, then we have to find the derivative of the velocity. Well, the derivative of velocity is the acceleration. Not that that really matters. We can just think of it as the derivative of velocity. The derivative of the velocity then would be 6t minus 12. And then when we set the derivative of the velocity equal to 0, we see that 6t is equal to 12 and t is equal to 2. So we have this interval from 0 to 3. We have our only critical point at 2, and then we need to just test the derivative. So we have v prime test. Okay, so from 0 to 2, the derivative of the velocity. Let's pick a test value of 1. If we replace t in the v prime expression, then we, with 1, we get 6 minus 12, and that's negative. Negative 6 to be exact, but nevertheless it's just negative. And then on the interval from 2 to 3, we can see if we, let's say we replace t with, I don't know, 2.5. Well, if 6 times 2 is 12, 12 minus 12 is 0, then 6 times 2.5 has got to be bigger than 12, and you subtract 12 from that, you're going to get something that's positive. And so we see that when x is equal to, or when t is equal to 2, the velocity is at a maximum. So that would be, I take it back. As I'm looking at this, that would be the, I'm surprised they don't have 2 as one of the answers, because 2 might be a sucker answer. But here we see it's not a max, so you're probably thinking, what in the world are you talking about? You're right, it's not a max, it's actually a min. Okay, so let me get my marker here. So, very sorry, a little past my bedtime, but no excuses. That is a min because v is going down, then v is going up. So really what we want to find out is what the velocity is at the endpoints, because we know that the endpoints is where we have, also we have maxes or mins. Okay, so we have extreme values at critical points, and then we also have extreme values at endpoints. So if we notice here, we've got a max at t equals 0 and a max at t equals 3. So we have to find the velocity at 0. And the velocity at 0 is, right here is the velocity, so the velocity at 0 is 9. And then we have the velocity at 3. Well, the velocity at 3 cubed is 27, minus 12 times 3 is 36, plus 9. Well, 27 and 9 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. So v of 0 is 9. And what is the maximum velocity? Well, the maximum velocity then would be 9. E.